Hi everyone, I'm here with your 531 video, What if it is not a rectangle? Rearranging areas. In previous classes, you have had experience with finding the areas of squares and rectangles. How can you use your prior knowledge to find the areas of irregular shapes? Landscape designers, floor tilers, and others often have to deal with areas that are made of several shapes. As you work through this section, it will be important to describe how you see complex shapes. Look for familiar shapes within them, organize your work, and show your thinking. Ask each other these questions to get discussion started with your study team. What other shapes can we see in this figure? Where should we break this shape apart? How can we rearrange the pieces? Will the area change? So 566, rectangle puzzle. Corey and Morgan were given two shape puzzles and were asked to find the area of each one. They know how to find the area of a rectangle, but they have never worked with shapes like these. Corey and Morgan would like to rearrange each figure to make it into a single rectangle. Using a 531 resource page, help them decide how to cut each shape into smaller pieces that they can be put back together as one rectangle. On your own, visualize and strategize how to cut each shape into pieces that can be rearranged to make the rectangle. B, discuss and decide on one strategy and try with your team. C, cut and arrange each shape into a rectangle to test your strategy. So what your job is now, you are going to answer A and B. Or actually, you just have to do A. So you're going to come up with a strategy on how to cut each shape into pieces that can be arranged to make a rectangle. You're going to explain it in part A. When you're done with that, you're going down to part C, and you are going to cut and rearrange each shape into a rectangle to test your strategy. So this is your resource page right here. Okay? You are going to cut these shapes and rearrange them. When you have your shape, I would like you to try and sketch it on part C so I can see it. So go ahead and pause the video and do 566 now. Okay, if you're back with me, that means you have answered parts A and C of 566. Now you need to find the areas of figures A and B from problem 566. Does it matter if you use the original or the rearranged shape? Be sure to show your calculations. So again, you're going to pause the video. You're going to answer question 567. Okay, if you're back with me, you answered question 567. We're going to save it to talk about it in class. 569 says, compare each of your team's rearranged rectangles to the rectangles of the other teams in your class. Part B is the only one that we are answering. The words length and width are only used to describe rectangles. They are not used for other shapes that you will study, so this book will use the words base and height instead. Often the bottom side is called the base when a rectangle is shown in the horizontal position, like rectangle C above. However, base can actually refer to any side of the rectangle. Once the base is chosen, the height is either side that is perpendicular to it. Perpendicular means that it forms a right angle. Read the math notes box in this lesson for more examples of base and height. So now what I would like you to do is I would like you just to read the math notes box, and then you are done with this lesson. As always, if you have any questions, please email me.